go. You wrote another article, and I'm curious. What teams before and after the Browns in the draft are saying about trades and QBs? How does that figure into
Yeah,
what the Browns do?
yeah. I mean, nothing is settled, right? We're March 3rd. The draft's 6 weeks away, 7 weeks away. But I do think it's interesting. I stood there and listened to the Giants GM, Joe Shane, and they have the number third pick, or the number three pick. I listened to the Titans GM, the new GM, they have the number one pick. And I certainly got the sense that the Titans are willing to move down. Now, they need a quarterback as badly as the Browns do. Maybe the pressure to win right away isn't quite there, so they can kick the can down the road a little bit, stockpile some draft picks. And I got the sense that the Titans would at least be willing to think about that. Now, maybe it changes and they say, hey, Cam Ward's a guy, you're going to take him number one. Um, but I think that makes things interesting at the top. Could the Browns move up from 2-1 and say, hey, they love their quarterback, they want to take him at number one, and all they have to do is move up one spot? Do you have to keep the Giants from jumping over you to get to number one to take Cam Ward or Sanders if that's the guy that the Giants like? So I think it's really interesting. The Giants are open to doing anything. They need a quarterback as badly as the Browns and the Titans. Now I do think the Giants might go veteran quarterback route, which would which would probably remove them from the discussion to leapfrog the Browns. They tried to go after Matthew Stafford, couldn't get him. But if they get Aaron Rodgers, and I don't think they double up and take a quarterback at 3 or trade up to number one, but I do think it's really fluid at the top, and that could determine how things play out for the Browns.
Yeah. The other thing that would be interesting: what would it take to go from 2-1? Wouldn't think it would be much. Would it be
Right.
a late that second, third round pick?
Yeah, you know what? It depends. So if the Giants offered next year's number one to move up 2 spots, then I don't think the Browns would give up that. But if the Giants are just willing to offer whatever it is, second or third round pick, the Browns can go lower because then the Titans aren't in any danger of not getting their player at number two. And maybe they could trade down again. So, yeah, I think you always have to be careful when you're only moving up one spot. And I flash back to that Trent Richardson draft where it felt like the Browns gave up way too much to go from 4-3. And the Bears did that when they went up to get Mitch Trubisky too. So you have to be careful about that, but it shouldn't be too much.